Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Puck and Stuff podcast. I am your host, B-Dawg. Beside me, as always, T-Dawg.
The Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
You thank the Lord.
Utah, holy moly. Poor Arizona fans. They did need Lindholm. I'm glad I'm not paying that contract.
This core, it hasn't worked. You haven't gone anywhere.
Boom, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Puck and Stuff podcast, where we're talking about puck and other stuff. What a first round. My goodness. NHL playoffs never ceases to disappoint. Wow. Some great series, let me tell you. There is so much to talk about. B-Dawg, how you feeling after this first round?
You know what? The script writers are freaking lighting up the freaking script right now. Oh my god, that was an awesome first round. I got to admit that was spectacular. I'm struggling to find the words to explain my feelings on that first round. I have to put on my seeing glasses just to read this script and figure out what the hell that was. But it was fantastic. It was spectacular. And welcome back to the Puck and Stuff podcast, boys. I am B-Dawg as always, and T-Dawg, you know the good old thing. Man can dream. God, that was an amazing first round. But no, obviously, if you looked at our last predictions from the last episode, we were like at least 50% wrong. 50?
4 for 4.
I was 4
for 8. Not too bad.
4 for 8. Yeah, I would say 4 for 8 for both of us. So we got 50% right. It's not terrible. It's not great. We definitely had better records. But now we move on to round 2.
Round 2, fight.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. T-Dawg's audio did kind of cut out through this episode and glitched out, so he sadly won't be in this episode for round 2 predictions. I'll be posting what he said throughout the episode, but I really hope you guys do enjoy this episode. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video with just me. Definitely, you're going to need that core for the show up for this series, 100%. And before I continue anymore, I would like to apologize to the Florida Panthers. Because you know what? I thought you were going to have a Stanley Cup hangover. You know what? You won the first cup in Florida for the Panthers. And I was like, you know what? I could see Tampa winning it. And you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong that Bobrovsky becomes an absolute god against Tampa. And you know what? I'm sorry that Tkachuk is Tkachuk. And I'm sorry Barkov is Barkov. And that's on me. I keep forgetting Sam Reinhart is actually good and not on Buffalo anymore.
Oh,
okay?
That's right.
That's my fault. That's on me. I regret it now. And for that, I got Florida in 6 as well. Because to be honest, this team is hungry for another freaking cup. And I don't understand it, or I don't have the logic to understand it. But I just know one thing. Toronto cannot keep up with Florida. Toronto likes playing down to their opponent's level, and they won't be able to catch up with Florida. I don't think that. I really don't. They haven't proven it to me, and they kind of looked a little rough by the end in that Ottawa series. And god damn it, when you have Sam Bennett, Matthew Tkachuk, and the Leaf killer himself, Brad Marchand, on the same line against frickin' Toronto, you're dead. You're dead. You might have a Domi on your side, but you're dead. I'm sorry. Stolar. And they know this goalie too. They know they played with Anthony Stolarz before, so they know this goalie well. And
That's a good point.
And it's not going to look good. I think Florida in 6. Oh, god damn it. This is such a hard freaking prediction for me, man, because you know what? I'm an Ovi guy. I grew up an Ovi kid as everyone was a Crosby kid. Then eventually I switched over. But yeah, I love both players. But Ovi was my guy. And seeing them against Montreal, they look good. Logan Thompson came back from injury and he looks solid. He looks strong. He got cranked by his own player in one of the games and came back the next game. Realistically, that's crazy. That is crazy to deal with, if I'm being completely honest with you. Overall in the season, Washington looks stronger. The team is still motivated because of the Gretzky chase, and now they're like, okay, second round, same mission, get Ovi a cup. I got Washington in 6. Like, I hate to say that because, like, Carolina, I've said Carolina has probably had enough of just making it to the conference final, but never making that final push to the final. But I don't know. I like how Washington is this year. They look good. The pieces they got through the last 2 seasons are really developing well through Washington. I don't know what they did to Dubois, but he looks like a good star nowadays, and he's playing well with Tom Wilson, and it's working so well. And the matchup between these two, it kind of is in favor of Washington in regular season sense, but playoffs is a different game, but I still have Washington in 6. Now we move on to Dallas versus Winnipeg. These are 2 teams that just got off of a game 7 against the opponents from round 1, and they're a little bit exhausted and they're a little bit battered up because some teams got a little bit of a break. But I was saying this to some guys at work, and I'm like, okay, if you look at it, sure, you get days off, but you got to think the guys that just played game 7, they're still motivated, still going in the head. They don't get time off. They have to worry about the next round. So they are still have that adrenaline going into the next round, right? So if I do look at the injury status, the good news for the Winnipeg Jets is Mark Scheifele is day-to-day, Logan Stanley is day-to-day, and Josh Morrissey is day-to-day.
Okay.
However, Dallas, in the other sense, is Heiskanen is on injury reserve, and they don't know if he's going to play game 1 against Winnipeg. Jason Robertson, however, is day-to-day. So there is a good chance that Robertson can return back in this series. Heiskanen, they don't know yet, but they just played Colorado, and that apparently didn't seem like an issue. So, dude, this is going to be a good matchup. I think this is probably going to be like either the first or the second best matchup because these two are already like, dude, we've already been through this. Let's just go at it again. But I think it goes to 7, and I think it's Winnipeg. I think the return of Scheifele and Morrissey will be a big bump for this team when they probably return in game 2 or 3. But, I mean, like I said, it's 2 teams that just came off of a game 7. If it goes all the way to 7 again, I could see Dallas winning. I really could. But at the same time, the fact of what the Jets fans were able to do in that arena to get Winnipeg back in the game against St. Louis with 1.6. Dude, that's a momentum changer. Like, that could be the start of everything for Winnipeg going on to the next few rounds. Like, it all started with that moment where you tied it up with 1.6. You went to double OT and won against them. Like, sure, they looked rough, but this is playoffs. Everyone's going to look rough at some point or some game. So, I got to ride the wagon. They are an absolute wagon right now. Because I also have Vegas in 7. Yeah, right. Dude, I don't think Calvin Pickard stands a chance with a juggernaut like Vegas. Like, Eichel's going to snipe at every corner on him and just make him look freaking ugly. It's going to look bad. And it's not going to help if Evan Bouchard is assisting Jack Eichel either. And, dude, that defense core and goaltending core in Edmonton is rough. Like, I can't see for 7 straight games McDavid and Draisaitl drag this team through the mud just to kind of get them to game 7. I just don't see it. It's hard, man, because, like, what? Edmonton's options are either put in Calvin Pickard, who looked well against LA, and LA struggled for some reason by the end because they lost the momentum. Or you put in Skinner, and unless Skinner somehow becomes God like last year's final, I don't see it. I just don't. Like, Aiden Hill, it looked all right. This is a way more defensive Vegas team, like you said, and if they keep on... Like, this is a Vegas team that beat Edmonton before, too, right? So, the thing is, Vegas, in this scenario, I believe, is way more defensive. Like, way more, like, top-heavy defensively, and I love it. So I'm really hoping that this has the effect on them, but I think Vegas in 7. I can't see Edmonton winning it. I really can't. I'd be jaw dropped. Yo, if you did enjoy this video, like T-Dawg said, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are almost at 1,000 on YouTube. We're doing really well on our other socials, and We love the support you guys give. We love the comments you guys give. It seems like you guys are interested and intrigued of what we talk about here. And if that doesn't make you happy, well, if any Islanders fan is watching, you guys won the lottery. So congrats. You guys get a generational talent. Tell me how it feels. Calgary fans are suffering over here. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.